Hello everyone, my name is Jeevan Aher, and this is my hackathon project, Nosu-Ai hackathon project, that is nothing but MonoGPT, which is an LLM built from scratch. So let's get started with my presentation. So overview. So in this LLM, in this project I have built an LLM from scratch. The nuts and bolts of this LLM is built by me own. So in this LLM, I have replicated the design and architecture of GPT-2. In that architecture, there are in total 12 transformer blocks, then input output layers. So I'll show that layers in afterwards in this presentation. Okay. So as I told, there's total 12 transformer blocks with self-attention mechanism, that is nothing but causal self-attention mechanism and multi-head attention mechanism. Multi-head attention mechanism is same as causal attention mechanism, but the advanced version of it. Okay, so in for encoding, I have used byte pair encoding. Tick token is in library for that. Then in transformer, in feed forward neural network, I have used GELU activation function, which is widely used in transformers in many large transformers like GPT-4 architectures. They have used GELU uh, GELU activation function. So this is the architecture of my this is architecture of transformer which I have used for GPT model which I have developed. So basically there are first tokenization. For tokenization I used BP, that is byte pair encoding, using tick token library. Then in total there are total 50,257 vocabulary. So I have used this kind of huge vocabulary in order to train this model. So the text which will be there, which anyone will provide to this model, that will be converted into 1024 tokens, and there will be multiple batches that depends on the text size which we are giving will be giving to the model in order to process. So that those batches will then provided to given to the model. Then once the model get embedding, then in that in that batch, the token embedding and positional embedding will be added, and by which we'll get input embedding, and then that input embedding will be provided to multi-head attention mechanism. Multi-head attention mechanism is the heart of any GPT model. Attention mechanism, basically what it does, it is used to identify the relationship between the multiple words which are present in the sentences. Okay, so the position or how one word is related to another word is decided by the multi-head attention mechanism, then layer normalization mechanism. In this, we'll just be converting the output of multi-head attention mechanism into the series of 0 to 1, which will be beneficial for transform in order to get predictions, in order to create predictions. Then that output will be provided to feed forward neural network. In feed forward neural network, there's two linear layers, and in between those linear layers there is GELU activation function. So GELU activation function is an advanced version of ReLU. In ReLU we'll get 0 for all negatives, but in GELU activation function we'll not get 0 for all negative. We'll get some of the data for uh, what you can say negative predictions. ReLU activation is, I'll show the ReLU activation. The ReLU activation, ReLU activation is like this. Okay, for negative we'll get 0, but GELU activation we will get some data for negative points as well. Okay, so GELU is actually used in order to get meaningful insights from the negative data as well. If you use ReLU in this, then it will omit all the negative outputs, and will not be getting insights from the data. Then the output of that feed forward neural network is given to the output layer. But in GPT-2 architecture, they haven't used only one transformer block. There are total 12 transformer block in GPT-2 architecture. So these transformer blocks are placed one on top of each other. The output of one transformer block is given as an input to the another transformer block. Then key features are as follows. I have used temperature scaling in order to get the relationship. Then top case sampling method is used. Top case sampling method is used in order to make the LLM more random. So it should make the it should predict different words on after every cycle. If we don't use temperature scaling or top K, then it will produce same output every time. Then we have used gradient clipping, then attention masking, the multi-attention mechanism I told you. Then we have created data batches for data loading for training. Then, as I told in start, in order to make it efficient and in order to what you can say, in order to cut out the cost, I have I have taken the pre-trained weights from OpenAI. OpenAI has officially launched their weights publicly. So the challenge is actually high computation power was required in order to train such a large language model. Around $6 billion were required. $6 billion was the potential was the what you can say estimated cost which required in order to train GPT-2 model. So in order to spend that much money, I don't have that much money. In order to spend that much money and it will require a large computational speed, I decided to take pre-trained weights which GPT OpenAI has officially announced. Then what I'll be doing in upcoming days. Firstly, I'll be training this model, fine tuning this model using LoRa and QLoRa techniques for particular domain like medical, pharmacy, or hospital, or any particular task. Then I'll be deploying the GUI for this model for this project, and I'll be releasing this MonoGPT for publicly for exploration. And I'll be innovating this model. I'll be adding more features in this model. I'll be providing the feature of multi modeling means this model should be able to understand multiple inputs such as images, videos, audios, and multiple inputs. So in next upcoming days, I'll be doing that. Thank you so much for being with me. So these are the links. I have uploaded this project on two places. First one is GitHub. This is my GitHub repository for this project, and second one is Google Drive. So you can check this project on GitHub as well as in my Google Drive. I'll be sharing both links. Thank you so much. And if you have any suggestion for me, then please do let me know. I'll be happy to deploy that suggestions on my project. Thank you so much.